Well, hello everybody. My name is Brandon Ivy from Los Angeles, California, and I wanted to address my new theme for 2016, which is called Bring the Middle Class Back. And I'm just an average guy. I'm a father, I'm a husband, I've got some kids, I want to have a better life for myself and my family, just like most of you, and it's safe to assume that you probably are not where you want to be financially. And where you're not where you want to be financially, it impacts many other areas of your life because you lack the resources necessary to do the things that you really enjoy. You end up being in a more stressful state, stressful environment that impacts your life, your job, your health, your family, your relationships. And so the one thing to really combat all that is to have peace of mind. And peace of mind is having peace of finances. And since we live in the United States of America, this is the greatest nation on the planet, yet that American dream seems to be unattainable. Let's go over why. But first we got to look at reality, because one of the things that I was taught growing up is that if I want to be successful, if I want to have the American dream, there's a couple of things that I must do. That's go to school, get good grades, get a good safe job, graduate, and live happily ever after with my white picket fence, right? That's what we're taught. And that's exactly what I did. I graduated from Morehouse College in Atlanta, Georgia, went on to have a nice corporate career going, but due to no fault of my own, I was laid off from my job. And if you've ever been laid off, you know exactly how that feels, and if you haven't, I guarantee you know somebody who has, and chances are they're putting in more hours, more time, more effort, and they better not even ask for a raise because they're lucky to have a job in the first place. Let's talk about those lucky few. The federal government states that 97% of all Americans will retire broke, depending on family, government, and friends by the age of 65. No more pensions, no more 401k, no more savings. Your house is a liability and not an asset. Social Security is a joke, and you can't even become a Walmart greeter anymore because all the department stores are starting to close down. Not because they're going out of business. They're changing their business model. So it's nearly impossible for your generation to have a better life than the previous generation. No matter how hard you work, if you're working through the system. The great middle class that was developed after World War II is shrinking drastically. You now have the haves and the have-nots. Here's another reality for you. You see, 46% of all Americans have less than $10,000 in their retirement account. 46%. 76% of all Americans are living paycheck to paycheck. 51%, half of all Americans make less than $30,000 a year. 38% of all Americans make less than $20,000 a year. 62% of all Americans have less than $1,000 in their savings account. 62%. The federal poverty level is stated at $28,000 a year for a family of 5. Yet almost half of all Americans don't even make that. Let that sink in for a minute, because if you're watching this video, chances are you fall into at least one of those categories. At least one. But the good news is that you're one decision away of changing your circumstances. I know we're in election year, and I'm going to tell you, no matter who wins the presidency, they're not going to save you. Don't put your hands or your life in the hands of somebody else. See, a lot of times you may see videos where people are talking about how to get rich, how to get wealthy. Now, I don't care about all of that hype and crap, because most people are not. What I care about is peace of mind, financial security, and freedom. Because I made a decision years ago that I did not want to be caught in the rat race. That I did not want to be a part of the dwindling middle class. That I wanted to find a different way. And I did. And as a result, I became a 6-figure-a-year earner. I was able to walk off my job and retire at the age of 36 years old. Now, that doesn't mean I'm wealthy. What it does mean is that I have freedom. Because right now it's like 10-something in the morning and I'm not on a job. I get to go and come as I please. Wake up when I'm finished sleeping. That's wealth. Peace of mind. So if you want to know how to get out of the rat race, how not to be a statistic in the disappearing middle class, how to take back charge of your life financially, then click on the next button, and I'm going to have another video where I'm going to talk about the business model of the 21st century. See, I want you to know where things are going so that when you make a decision, you know where you're headed. You have all the information. This is information that most people are not privy to. They have no idea this is taking place. They're living their life like an ocean and just go on wherever the waves take them. It's time to set your own sail. Thank you for watching. My name is Brandon Ivy. Bye-bye.